Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever felt stuck trying to ungroup a component in Figma, especially in the latest UI 3 update, you're not alone. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to work around Figma's limitations and effectively ungroup a component, even though the direct option doesn't exist anymore. By the end of this video, you'll know how to break apart a component and get those nested elements free, so you can edit them however you like. Let's jump right in. So starting out, you'll notice that Figma's UI 3 version has changed the way components and groups work. In previous versions, you might have been able to simply ungroup, but in UI 3 there's no straightforward ungroup button when you're dealing with a component. That can be a bit frustrating at first, especially if you're used to working in other design tools or even earlier versions of Figma. But don't worry, there is still a way to get what you need with just a few extra steps. First things first, find the component you want to ungroup on your artboard. In this demonstration, I've got a sample button component, but you can use any group or component that you're having trouble with. Now, instead of searching for an ungroup menu item, what you want to do is click on the frame that contains your component. If you're not sure which layer to click, look in your Layers panel and find the frame. Usually it's named something like Frame 1 by default unless you've renamed it. After selecting that frame, look up to the top right of your Figma window in the Design panel. You should see Frame 1 displayed there, and right next to it, those familiar 3 vertical dots, also known as the More Options menu. Go ahead and click on that. Inside this menu, you're going to see a few different options like Subtract, Exclude, and Flatten. These aren't labeled Ungroup, but think of Flatten in particular as your secret weapon here. By clicking Flatten, you effectively merge all the nested layers and elements, so the component's grouping is broken apart. If you choose Subtract or Exclude, you'll also break the components apart, though these are meant more for Boolean operations, which combine or subtract shapes. In most cases, Flatten will give you the cleanest break. Before you do this, though, let me pause for a second because here's the catch. When you use Flatten, the original frame is going to be deleted. What this means is that you'll lose any auto layout or frame properties, and all the nested elements like buttons, text layers, icons are going to exist as flattened vectors rather than editable shapes and text. So if there's anything you want to keep, like the structure or auto resizing, I recommend duplicating the frame first, just in case you need to go back. Once you've clicked Flatten, you'll see that the component is no longer acting as a group. You can select, edit, or even move the elements individually, just like ungrouping in other programs. It might not be perfect, and it's definitely a workaround, but it gets the job done, and that's really all there is to it. Sometimes, working with design software means finding creative solutions, especially when a direct feature isn't available. So don't worry if the process seems a little roundabout right now. As you get more comfortable with Figma, these tricks will start to feel second nature. If you found this tutorial helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if there's another Figma topic you'd like to see covered. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I've got lots more practical tutorials coming your way. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.